All right, let's dive in. We're going to talk about one of the most critical and honestly, one of the most fascinating roles in tech today, the AI product manager. Okay, so picture this. You've got these brilliant data scientists, right? And they've built these incredibly powerful machine learning models. But now what? The real question, the million-dollar question, is how do you take all that complex code and turn it into something people actually want to use, something they trust, and maybe even love? And the answer, you might be surprised, isn't just to write more code or throw more engineers at the problem. Nope, the real solution is all about connection. It's about building a bridge, a very specific kind of bridge between two completely different worlds. And that's what we're calling the AI product bridge. So just imagine for a second. On one side of a huge canyon, you've got the incredible but super technical world of AI. And on the other side, that's what really matters, creating real value for your users. That bridge, well, that's the essential link that connects the two. So what is AI product management, really? At its heart, it's the special discipline that sits right at the crossroads of machine learning and classic product development. Its whole purpose is to be the guide for AI-powered features, taking them all the way from just a rough idea to a fully fledged product that people can actually count on. And this quote really nails it. An AI PM is that ultimate bridge connecting the tech teams with, well, pretty much everyone else. We're talking executives, designers, marketers, you name it. They're basically professional translators, taking these super complex AI ideas and turning them into clear, simple strategies that the whole company can get excited about. Okay, so bridge and translator sound cool, but what does an AI PM actually do all day? Let's get into the nitty-gritty and break down their core mission, from the very first problem all the way to launch day. It really comes down to 5 main jobs. First and foremost, they have to define the problem. Then they're in the trenches, collaborating with the data teams. After that, they have to interpret how the AI model is actually performing. And all along the way, they're obsessed with 2 things: prioritizing data quality and making sure responsible AI is baked in from the start. And this part is so important. The whole process doesn't start with the tech, it starts with a question. A great AI PM isn't running around saying, hey, we should use AI for something. No. They're asking things like, you know what? Can an AI recommendation engine actually help us improve user retention? The problem always comes first. All right, so to pull all that off, what kind of skills do you need? What's in the toolbox for someone who's building this kind of bridge between technology and people? And that brings us to the big one. Maybe the question I hear more than any other about this role. Do you really have to be a coder to be an AI product manager? The short answer, nope. And here's the deal. The machine learning engineer, they're the one who's hands on keyboard, writing code, building models. The AI PM's job is different. They need to get the concepts, to speak the language, and, this is key, to ask the right questions to make sure all that amazing technical work is actually pointed at the right business goal. So speaking the language, what does that mean? A big part of it is understanding model performance metrics. The best way to think about these is like the vital signs for an AI model, like a heartbeat or blood pressure. They're just key numbers that tell you how healthy your model is. Like accuracy tells you how often it's right, but then you have precision and recall, which get into the details of what kind of mistakes it's making. It's all about knowing which vital sign matters most for the health of your specific product. And here's that translation skill in action. A data scientist might come to you and say, hey, the model's precision is 0.95. Okay, what does that mean? The AI PM's job is to take that and turn it into something everyone gets. Like, this means our model correctly labels 95% of the images. See? They connect a techie stat to a clear, simple business result. But look, underneath every single model, every metric, every decision, there's one fundamental truth that you just can't escape. And it's this: data is the absolute lifeblood of AI, period. And the stakes here are just incredibly high. Because if your data is bad, it can lead straight to inaccurate results, a total loss of trust from your users, and in some cases, even really harmful outcomes. This is exactly why a good AI PM is absolutely obsessed with data quality. So with all this translating and collaborating, the AI PM basically becomes the hub at the center of this big communication wheel. They're constantly talking to engineers, then turning around and talking to executives, then designers, marketers, even the users themselves. And for each one, they're carefully tweaking the message to make sure everyone is on the same page and the whole project keeps moving. But, this job isn't just about the tech and the talking. It's also about having foresight and a deep sense of responsibility. The best AI PMs, they push for ethical leadership, not as some checkbox item at the end, but as a core piece of the product strategy from day one. That means demanding fairness, making sure the AI is transparent, and being a bulldog about protecting user privacy. It's not just about doing the right thing, it's how you build a product people will actually trust for the long haul. So if you're listening to this and thinking, hey, that sounds like me, what's next? Let's get practical and walk through a checklist for success, your roadmap to becoming an AI product manager. Okay, here you go. If you remember one thing, make it this. You need to be data literate. You need to know how to evaluate models. You need that fundamental AI and ML knowledge. Of course, you need classic product sense, that focus on the user. And finally, you absolutely need a solid grounding in ethics and governance. And the last piece of the puzzle is this. This isn't something you learn once and you're done. No way. The absolute key to succeeding here is continuous learning. Because let's be real, the world of AI is changing and evolving faster than pretty much anything else out there.
Which really leaves us with one last big question to think about. As AI gets woven into pretty much every product we use, what's the one skill that no product manager of the future, whether they're an AI or not, can afford to ignore?
If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and share it, with others who might benefit too. To learn more about product management and digital marketing, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.